our Char-Griller Kamado. Went into the packaging of this thing, and it's, you know, survived being shipped here with absolutely zero damage to it. A couple of dings on the corners. As you can see, the first thing we see are the instructions and a nice heavy cast iron grate. All the hardware comes in the base piece, it looks like, all right there for you. Instruction book says you need one tool, 7/16 nut driver. So I got both a nut driver and then I got a nut driver on my cordless drill. So just we'll see what happens. Akorn is so well engineered that you don't have to be an engineer to assemble it. As you can see, Patty's not having any problem at all attaching the leg brackets using a 7/16 nut driver. Piece of cake. And just to ease my aching back, I took the box and put it upside down and set the body of the Akorn on top of that to lift it up off the ground for installing it, putting it together. Perfect.
Makes it easy for me.
Got it up here on the box and upside down. I want you to look at the gasket. It looks like that'll form a really nice seal. On this stuff you put your legs in, line your bolt holes up and put your bolts in. But you do not tighten the bolts yet until you get the axle for the wheels in and get everything lined up that way. So Patty's got us all set up and good to go. Patty's putting the wheels on right now. When you put this on, you'll see one side's got a raised hub on it. That goes against the leg of the wheel to keep the wheels off of the legs. Notice the flanges on the legs. There's a left and right flange or leg for this thing. And if you don't have them on right, the axle and the wheels won't go together. But you get them right, it just all slips right together.
And it makes it easier knowing just how to do it and how not to.
The cotter key slips right in and Patty's done. Washer goes on first, then the cotter key. Then they've got some hubcaps on there that pop right on there just to look pretty. Don't forget to slide the axle through the bracket on the bottom shelf. Makes it just a little bit more solid. Do the bottom shelf with the 1/2-inch bolts and the lock washers. Just screw them right in, 5 of them. Alright, the caster screws in last, and it's a locking caster, and you want to lock the caster before you screw it in. Patty uses all her muscles there and locks it and gives it a good screw.
It's easy.
And there it is. He's doing some of the final touches here, putting the latch pan on. Just line it up, the center pin in, and latch the latches on it. And the one over on this side, and she's got it done. The hinge brackets in the back are the 3/4 inch bolts with the Loctite on them. And to get them lined up, because they have a real nice gasket seal on the lid, just line it up and press down on the lid. And I put the latch on the front down just to help line it up. I didn't latch it, so everything just came right together there. Real nice.
Easy.
He's finishing up with the handle there, just tightening up the bolts. 4 bolts, real easy. Don't put the last one in until you get the handle bracket in. Goes right together for you. Patty's going to install the thermometer right now. She just took the wing nut off of it. And she's going to put it into the grill slot there. All ready for it. Position it a little bit. And then we'll open the lid and fasten it, secure it with the wing nut. And that's all there is to it. Make sure as you tighten the wing nut up that you position the thermometer gauge so that you can read it easily. It's not upside down or anything. I've done that. Found it's easiest to put the shelves on when you just line up the bolts and fold them down and tighten them up. Temper now, or the top vent. Pay attention to the O-ring on it. Make sure you get it all the way up to that seam before you install it. Real easy to do. And there it is, it's done.
Like a big rubber band.
2 bolts in the lid, there's flanges there, that's all there is to it. Bolts in the lid, just tighten it up. All we got to do now is put the fire bowl in and the grill grates. We're good to go. Put the fire bowl in, now we're putting the charcoal grill in. Just set it there on the bottom, that's all you need to do. When we put the fire bowl in, I just kind of pressed on it solidly to seat it. Fit right in place, too easy.
Nope.
Patty's setting the cast iron grill on.
A little heavy, so you know it's sturdy.
Then we'll do the center grill. That center grill. It's a nice logo on it. Char-Griller. Now the warming rack. Got 2 choices and 2 positions for it, left and right.
I always pick right.
And it swivels real nice. We're moving things around to where you get to the inside, moving it off the heat so you can lift that center grate, add more fuel if you need it. And that's it, we're done. There it is, the Akorn Kamado. As with all new grills, you're going to want to cure it. You're going to want to burn it for an hour with at least 400 degrees heat to burn off any manufacturing oils before you cook on it. Be looking for our next video where we'll show you how to build your fire and how to maintain your temperatures.